what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about WandaVision Episode 3. Now, once again, like my last review, this will contain spoilers, so if you have not seen the episode just yet, make sure to go watch it on Disney+, or if you haven't seen any of the series yet, don't watch these videos at all, because we'll be discussing all the spoilers and discussing everything to do with the episode. So with that being said, if you are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button, make sure to hit the bell next to the subscribe button to not miss any more content on the channel. As soon as it goes out, we post all types of Marvel and Spider-Man content over on the channel, and all types of things like news, fan fictions, gaming, and all types of things like that. With that being said, let's get straight into WandaVision Episode 3. So in this episode, there is more emphasis on the outside world, which I really like. We are getting more information about what's going on outside of Wanda's vision, and everything outside to do with Sword and Monica Rambeau's character. Like I did say, there is more of an inclusion of Sword, with obviously that necklace that Monica Rambeau was actually wearing, with a sword on it, you know, because Sword. And basically at the end of the episode, Wanda transports her to the real world and out of her fantasy land, back to where she's with, you know, Sword. I'm guessing that was Sword at the end of the episode. And I'm really liking this bigger inclusion as the episodes go on. It feels like a gradual incline of more things that are going wrong in Wanda's fantasy, and there's going to be a certain point where Wanda really can't control what happens anymore, because from what it seems to me, Monica Rambeau was a new person who came to the town in the episode. No one had seen her before, and no one even knew who she was apart from Wanda. And then when she came into Wanda's house, she was trying to find information out about Wanda until she eventually brought up Ultron and Pietro when Wanda was talking about her brother. And this is when Wanda realized that something was wrong and that she wasn't actually who she was saying she is. So then she teleported her to the real world again. And as time goes on, it really does seem like Wanda is isolated in this world of her own, and it seems like everything is just going on in her brain. Because before, everything seemed relatively normal for a 50s, 60s sitcom, but as the decades go on, as we get more to modern time, more things start to go wrong, and it seems that everything is really coming into shape. It seems that everything is really coming together, and the inclusion more of Sword and Monica Rambeau really tying this story together nicely. And it's really setting everything up for the future as well, and the series looks like it's going to take a really dark turn really soon as Wanda's vision starts to collapse. And as we saw, the simplest mention of Quicksilver or Ultron really set something off in Wanda. It really seems like she's trying to block out everything of the past, which includes how she was experimented on by Hydra with her and Pietro. Ultron, it seems she's trying to block out the events of Civil War. This will also include blocking things out like her killing Vision in Infinity War and her fighting Thanos in Endgame. So it's all really just blocking out her entire past, because the rest of the MCU, Wanda has been put through so much over the last couple of years. So, you know, you'd expect her to block it out. And as her powers increase, she is just trying to block everything out by creating this fantasy world. So everything is starting to make a lot more sense. That's why when the mention of Ultron and Pietro really ticked something off on Wanda, and that's why everything started to go wrong as soon as they were mentioned. And it seems like Monica Rambeau's character knew about Ultron because she was from the outside world working for Sword. Now, if you don't know who Sword are, basically these are going to be like the new type of S.H.I.E.L.D. characters, I guess, in Phase 4, and they've been basically keeping tabs on this fantasy land that Wanda lives in. And it seems like Monica Rambeau went into that fantasy land to try and get information out of Wanda, or to try and find a way in, or try and get Wanda out of it. It seems like they're really keeping tabs, and we know in the previous episodes they were actually watching this fantasy land on a TV screen like it was an actual sitcom, which I thought was really interesting. And now it's all really coming together, and everything in the last 2 episodes has really come together and really shows us what's actually going on. If you go back and rewatch the last 2 episodes, a lot of the things that went on in those episodes that didn't really make sense then start to really make sense now, with the inclusion of Monica Rambeau and more of the context that we got from Sword in this episode as well. And everything just seems to really start to come together, and I think in episode 4 going forward, we're going to see a lot more from the get-go. At the start, this episode was kind of slow once again, just like episode 1, and it was kind of building that up and building the 70s up, and obviously, you know, introducing the kid factor into the episode as well. But then once everything was settled and once everything was established, then they started including everything like Sword and Monica Rambeau, and just tried to start introducing those elements that were really confusing us in the last 2 episodes. But I think going forward into episode 4, we're going to get a lot more hints than we did in the previous biggest 3 episodes to what's actually going on in the larger story. But with that being said, what do you guys think in the comments below? That is just a roundup of the episode. I really did like the episode. I thought this was a great episode. I think it's probably my favorite one out of the 3 of them so far because of just how much context and how much content we got from what's actually going on in the bigger story. I can't wait for episode 4. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode as well. Tell me your theories in the comments below. Is there anything you want me to cover about this show? Any theories, any news that's coming out? Tell me in the comments below and I'll be sure to cover it. I'll be sure to make more videos about this before episode 4 comes out. With that being said, thank you guys for watching and see you guys in the next video. Once again, like I did say, make sure to subscribe for more WandaVision videos and more Marvel Spider-Man videos as well. Once again, thank you guys for watching and see you guys in the next one. Peace.